So we got to go, right? Everybody say, let's flow. We got to go. Jeremiah 1, chapter 1, verse 4 through 5. Before I formed you in your mother's womb, I knew you. Before I formed you in your mother's womb, I knew you. I knew you. Before I formed you, I knew you. I want you to know something. We got a God who is a father. He's a father, a better father than any of us would ever know. Even if you think you had a good father, this father trumps that father by infinity. This father, this is how much he loves us. When he made creation, it says he spoke it all into existence, spoke light, spoke the seas, spoke everything all into order. But when it came to man, it says he formed man from the dust of the earth. That he formed him. There was a personal touch that happened when he formed you. That when he formed you. And our God is not a father that does not plan. Somebody say the plan.
The plan.
The plan. Our God has a plan. When he formed you, it wasn't just to drop you into a bucket of chaos and say, hey, let's see what he does. Or hey, let's see how she survives. Amen? He had a plan. He had a purpose. He had a blueprint. He had paths cut out for you that lead the glory and the riches and riches that we can't. It ain't monetary riches. This is talking about learning what your purpose on this earth is. This is talking about the riches that come from knowing why your God made you and why you're here on this planet. He formed you. Somebody say, he formed me.
He formed me.
He put a personal touch on your life. Your life, your emotions, your characteristics, your all of the things that he put on you was like a fingerprint. Nobody else has ever had the same one. Nobody has it and nobody ever will. You are unique on this earth. That's how awesome our God is. And he made you for an ultimate purpose, which is to glorify his name. Yeah. But in glorifying his name, he's not a selfish person or being like we can tend to be. The reason for us to glorify his name is because that's the only place of blessing that we can be on this earth. In order for us to receive the promises that he has for us, in order for us to receive the healing of hearts that we need to be in his presence. We need to be glorifying his name. When we glorify his name, when we praise his name, it says he inhabits the praise of his saints. He dwells in it. He abides in it. That's why we serve. That's why I serve. I serve not because I want somebody to know my name. Because to tell you the truth, I'm more comfortable sitting down in a pew. Or I'm more comfortable sitting down in a chair. I have to get out of my box, out of my comfort zone in order to do what God has called me to do on this earth. And the only reason I do that is because I found out that before he formed me, he knew me. Amen? Y'all follow me? All right, check this out. Check this out. You see, he formed you with a purpose. John chapter 1, verse 13 says, to all who believe in his name, he gave them the right to become children of God, not born of a husband's will, not born of anybody else's will, but of God's will. You are children of God. If you'll put your faith in the living God, you are his children. He is your father. He wants to provide for you. He wants to take care of you. He wants to show you the right ways to live in life. He wants to show you the right paths to get you out of the things that you've gotten yourself into. It don't matter where you are right now. Your God has a way out. And the only way that you're going to find a way out and find the peace that you need in your life right now is to give your life to him and humble yourself before your God and just say, look, I don't know the way. Show me the way. And he will lead you out. Come on, give him praise. Come on, baby, come on. You see, he's a father that will never leave you, never forsake you. It says he's a father that will never turn you away. That when you have called on him, when you have humbled your heart and said, look, God, I need you. I need you. When I got saved, man, I wasn't in a church when I got saved. I was doing drugs, I was drinking, I was womanizing, I was doing all the things that my family and my uncles taught me to do. I knew how to do those things. And one night I read a scripture, it was Romans 10:9. It says that if you confess Jesus is Lord and believe that God raised him from the dead, you shall be saved. It it was that night in my house, in my room, that I got down on my knees, still with all that stuff in my system, and I gave my life to Christ. I gave my life to Christ, and I didn't know no sinner's prayer. I didn't have no preacher. I didn't have no pastor. I didn't have no praise leader. I didn't know I was ever going to preach. I didn't know I was ever going to sing. I didn't even know I had them gifts then. All I knew was that I had a life that was messed up enough, and I needed a God that was almighty enough to go ahead and take it and flip it and make it in the way it needed to be. I was saved by grace. And that's the grace that we offer to you today. That's the grace that we offer to you. It's free. It's a free gift of grace. It's nothing that we could earn. God didn't look down and say, hey man, I need that big dude right there. No. No. He don't need us. You know that the Bible